This story doesn't sound very good, Stephen. I don't know if Greg knows it, but I think that lady might have been a gem. I think that's definitely a possibility. From what little he described, it didn't sound like a human being. Which sounds really weird to say with so much conviction, but here we are. And that's not even the most concerning part of the story. I mean, he never really told us what his false memories were, but don't you think it almost sounded like he was, you know, kidnapped? Yeah, trust me, I thought the same thing. Though I suppose if it really was a gem, it would technically be alien abduction. It isn't something I was about to bring up to him though. He's already terrified as it is. That's true. He may be better off thinking it was just a figment of his imagination. But you have to at least tell the gems, right? I don't know. Wait, really? Why not? Well, for one thing, this happened over a decade ago. If that lady was a homeworld gem, she's long gone by now. And Mr. Greg did say Rose more or less knows about his past mistakes. But you saw how hesitant he was to talk about it, even with us. There's a good chance he didn't tell her the full story. He may not have. You don't want to tell the gems about this. It's not like I'm trying to hide things from him on purpose. I know how well that turned out of Lapis. But, well, for one thing, it's not really my place to go telling the gems about Mr. Greg's past trauma. And to be honest, I'm not sure what they could do to help. Ever since Homeworld came, they've been under a lot of stress. So you don't want to make them even more stressed over a problem they can't solve? Look, I get that, but wouldn't they know what to do in this situation? Would they? When I was little, I always thought the adults knew what to do, what was best. I thought they had it all under control and I was just too stupid to do anything by myself. And then one day, my foster family's bio kid got sick. Like, really sick. Hospital sick. And suddenly, they all kind of fell apart. It wasn't their fault. Not really. But they began to forget a lot of things, like picking me up from school or making me dinner. I remember one day it was raining really hard, but they hadn't come by after school. So, I decided to walk back. I didn't quite know if I could find my way, but I just followed the route home as best as I can remember. I was nervous, but after a couple of hours, I made it back just fine. It wasn't even hard. And then, when I got back to the house, and there was no one there, I went ahead and made myself a sandwich for the first time. It wasn't very good, because I wasn't used to using a knife, but at that moment, I realised I didn't have to rely on adults. I realised there were things I could do for myself, and make it easier for them to deal with their own issues. Stephen, how old were you? 6 or 7, I think. That's awfully young to be taking care of yourself that much. Even if you could do it, a normal kid should have more support. I wasn't a normal kid though, was I? Even now as a gem, I still rely on the crystal gems to take care of me and answer all my questions and fix things. Even though really, I'm more than capable of handling it myself. I just feel like I should try and at least figure it out my own before. Tactical anti-optic gear! This is a matter of public safety. I need tactical gear now. The fate of Beach City depends on it. Tactical gear? Ronaldo, this is a t-shirt and souvenir shop. Camo, goggles, anything you have. We do have swim goggles. I could... Are you okay? What happened? I don't have much time to explain, Stephen. The truth is, none of us have much time. Not when they are involved. They? The evil race of snake people who've slowly been taking over Beach City with their shape-shifting. They can make themselves look like anything. I've been camping out on the beach for the past 6 nights and I've seen the evidence for myself. And so will everyone else. Once I finish my Tube video. For, you see, after hours of back-breaking research, I finally figured out how to reveal their real form. Which is? Tiny green aliens. Or maybe more like teal? Sea foam? It doesn't matter. You see, what I really need is camouflage against the beach terrain in order to obscure my silhouette. That sounds like Peridot or possibly a Venturine. But what are we doing back here? Why would they be back on the beach? The gems assumed they would just run away and relocate further. That's exactly why they left the temple for a search mission. If they're really still here and next to the temple, Lapis could flood the city again. And who even knows what Peridot can do? I should find the gems, but no, I can't waste time warping. Okay, Stephen, you wanted to take care of things yourself, so this is a good chance. Stephen, let me help you. What? I know you want to deal with things on your own to help the gems, but I'm not being inconvenienced here. I want to help. Just because you can do things by yourself doesn't mean you have to. I may not have cool superpowers, but I can still be useful. I can't fight or glow or anything, but I'll support you. Please. Connie, I don't care that you don't have superpowers or that you can't fight and stuff. I would never leave you out of this. Ahem. Glad to know that I'm the only one taking this crisis seriously. I spend all the time trying to protect the citizens of each city, and what thanks do I get for my troubles? Well, fine. Evil never sleeps, and neither do I. If you all can't help me, then I guess I'll just have to dip into my reserves. But that means you're on your own for the night. And don't beg me to stay, because you've brought this upon yourselves. Good luck surviving out there on your own without an expert around to rescue you.